Hi there, I'm Kelly Heidbrader, and this is Lenawee. We have our cameras in the hands of our student reporters all around Lenawee County to get that first-hand look at the incredible experiences right here in our Lenawee community. The Lenawee Intermediate School District Tech Center used to be known as VOTEC, and some would say that was back in the day. And many of our former students have gone on to create amazing careers using their hands-on education as that foundation. Well, we want to introduce you to two of our distinguished alumni.
My experience here at the Tech Center, I started out as a very shy young man, I would say my junior year. Ken Bollinger and Al Hunt really helped to open my eyes and give me a broad experience to almost anything my mind could come up with related to the ag business itself. Opened many doors for me, gave me many possibilities, introduced me to new things, opened the door to where my business is today. We raise a chemical-free, non-GMO meat and egg products that we deliver throughout now 5 counties in southeast Michigan. Webfoot Pines LLC is my farm-based business. We grow our own duck eggs, chicken eggs, quail eggs. We grow beef, pork, lamb, chicken, turkey, duck, goose, pheasant, quail, rabbits. We have our own honey and maple syrup. We make other farm products such as homemade noodles and homemade lard, and I have a home delivery base roughly right now of quite a little over 100 customers in 5 counties, and we recently got our egg license with the state of Michigan here a few months ago. We're in 4 small grocery stores in southern Michigan. We're rapidly growing and expanding, and but everything comes from our farm. Everything is grown on our farm that we can put into the hands of the consumer so they are truly getting a farm-to-table experience. I want to thank Mr. Ken Bollinger and Mr. Al Hunt for giving me a great start here at the Tech Center. They were just very inspiring. I guess they left many possibilities to your imagination. I mean, if I wanted to take on a certain project or do a certain thing, the door was open to do that. Never before had I had the experience to do the project I wanted to do or do the experiment or a certain task that we did that the possibility was open for me and able to do that. I was always that kid. I was that kid in 4-H or in FFA that loved animals. I loved raising animals. I was that little boy that I told my parents when I was very young, I said, I'm going to find a way to make money raising ducks. And everybody laughed at me. And a few years ago, we don't currently do this anymore. We were selling 100 dozen duck eggs a week for human consumption. We raise birds, we raise poultry, we hatch all of our own replacement birds and breeding stock. We run our own incubators. We grow our own feed for our animals. We grow 100% of our forage that we use, hay and straw, on the farm. We grow most of our own grains that we use on the farm. We do the best we can for what we can give back to our customers. Keep all your options open. Look at every possibility. If you think you might want to do something, you probably can. I would have never thought there was enough interest in this community, in this area, for a business like mine to thrive and survive. But it's working. I've been away from a regular job for coming up on 9 years now, where I work just for myself and no one else. And I think everybody has their possibility to do that if they put their mind to it, and that's what they want to do. For the students, I would say, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to go out on a limb a little bit. If you had asked me 20 years ago if I'd own my own business and I'd be literally driving around 4 counties 4 days a week delivering my products that we grow to my customers, I probably would have laughed at you and thought you were crazy. But it works. I did the retail thing for a few years. I was a retail management, farm-related retail management. Now I apply what I learned in the business stage to my own business at home, and that really helped a lot. But the connections through the Tech Center really open doors, and take that leap, take that chance. You don't know what's behind that door if you don't open it.
co-owner, operator of Garrison Farms, LLC. I farm with my dad. We have our primary crop is hay, which we sell to local livestock farms, horse owners. We also sell some of our hay goes south to South Carolina, but we also raise soybeans and wheat, and we have some beef cattle. That's what we do on the farm, and there's always something to do. Keeps us busy every day. And I was fortunate enough to have family involved in farming, and no matter what program a student might be in here at the Tech Center, maybe they have a family member who's involved in the industry or field that they're studying right now, maybe they don't. It is harder if you don't have a family member, especially in farming. If a person wanted to get involved in farming as a first-generation farmer, it's harder, but it's not impossible. I know a lot of first-generation farmers who have made it happen, and because they had the drive to do it, and that's what they wanted. I think one thing I remember is one of our skills competitions. I was involved in on a demonstration team, and we won our district and regional contests and went on to the state level. And I was with two other individuals, and it was a demonstration on how to do embryo transfer in cattle. And we actually made it in the final two at the state level, and we got to do the demonstration on the stage in front of several thousand FFA members from across the state. And so that memory sticks in my mind. I think when I entered the program, I was on the shyer side, but when I left, I had changed some. I remember my own sister, who was a little bit younger than me, she had commented, I think it was my senior year, she said, "Oh, you've really changed, and when I get up on stage and maybe have to talk in front of people, and just the way that I interact with people, I guess she could see the change." And so I guess I'm going to attribute that partly to the program here at the Tech Center and my FFA experiences through leadership development. And so it got me outside my comfort zone and opened me up, I guess, and exposed me to new experiences and challenges. And so it changed who I was and helped mold me into the person I am today. It was quite an experience, and yeah, I was nervous. I mean, it was a big deal. But after going through it and doing it, you can say, man, I did that. And it does give you a huge boost of confidence. Now, we didn't end up winning the competition, but that didn't matter. We were there, we did it, we did our best, and we were very proud of ourselves. And I think no matter what program students are in here at the Tech Center, doing your best and having those accomplishments, it helps you in your confidence and gives you that boost moving forward, knowing that you can do it. And no matter what field you're in, just doing your best and knowing that that's what you did, I think that's very important. I've been involved in Farm Bureau quite a bit in the last 10, 12 years, and Farm Bureau's been a great organization. It was kind of it was the next step, I guess, after FFA maybe, but Farm Bureau's advocates for agriculture and farmers, and I think no matter what industry you're in, it's important to support that industry and be involved in whatever organization it is that supports your industry. They say that the world is run by those who show up, and it's kind of cliche, but it's true. Have a voice in your industry, in your communities. Stay involved. Get involved if you're not already. It's important because we need good citizens and leaders in our communities and in our industries.
Two entrepreneurs that started their career with mentors and skills they found right here at the Tech Center. Or should I say, Votech? All right, let's do some teaching now. Two of our classes got together to create a video series on simple things you could do to fix your car. They call it Spits and Sputters. The automotive students will be doing the teaching, and the video students are directing, editing, and also producing that video. So here is your Spits and Sputters lesson on how to change a tire.
Hello, my name is Caleb Straub, and today I'll be demonstrating how to check your tire pressure and add air. To find your recommended tire pressure, it will not be on the sidewall of the tire, but inside the door jamb on the driver's side. The recommended tire pressure will be inside the door jamb right here by the VIN. Once you know what the recommended PSI is supposed to be at, unscrew the valve stem cap. You will then need to check the current PSI in the tire with your tire pressure gauge by applying it to the valve stem. The current PSI is at about 20. To check tires with tire monitoring sensors, you'll have to check it with a digital sensor to be more accurate. To add air to your tire, you will need to grab an air hose and a tire inflator. Apply the tire inflator onto the valve stem and apply the handle. Don't overfill your tire, and also make sure that you take your time with this. Once you're done filling up your tire to the recommended tire pressure, you can put the valve stem cap back on. That's it for checking your tire pressure. Have a great day.
That was really great, and it looks like both classes are learning some new skills, and so are you. Coming up next, students across the county take on some big challenges together.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
I Challenge You is a national program that brings students and business professionals together to do some out-of-the-box thinking. And in one case, right here in Lenawee County, this group of I Challenge You students helped a local business save thousands of dollars in manufacturing costs by helping them just recycle some of their waste products. Well, this year, students from some of the Lenawee County school districts are helping them come up with other local business solutions. And what do the students get out of this experience? Well, let's hear it from them.
We had a lot of middle schoolers. It really surprised me that they were doing more marijuana, and a lot of them starting it even in middle school, lowest to 6th grades.
The I Challenge You project is 7 schools that are participating to answer one basic question, which is how can you get prescription drugs out of your county?
We had an assembly focusing on heroin, and then that same day there was 4 calls of overdoses, and that was pretty shocking and eye-opening.
I'm in I Challenge You because I want to better our community and make sure that our school system stays informed about drugs and the risks of them.
We are trying to get opioids out of the hands of teenagers and put them back where they belong.
According to the CDC, 63,000 people die every year from drug abuse deaths, and 42,000 of them are opioid related. So that would mean 115 people die each day, and I would really like to decrease that to like 0.
So we used a few surveys, and we asked a lot of people different questions about drugs and when they started using them and how many people in our school district does them. The results were pretty shocking to see.
Therapy can't really fix the issue that you need to be proactive rather than reactive when dealing with opioids.
We've worked on a business plan that we're going to present to the judges, and we've also made like a skit with our presentation as well.
Biggest point of pride for me is all the kids. We don't do a very good job in schools of allowing kids to be creative. We give them a lot of things to do, but we don't ask them for their help. And this is an ask for your help.
I would highly recommend getting involved with I Challenge You because it gives you the opportunity that you don't really get anywhere else. You get to solve a complex real-world problem that affects you directly or your community directly.
With our project, we ended up winning the regional and state competition, and the final prize was a 2-year full everything paid scholarship to Baker College, where I'm actually attending right now. Many of my classes are around drug and alcohol abuse, and I use all the information I learned. They're paying for everything, books included. My books were actually $1,000 this year, and they paid for it, so it was really nice.
Very educational. I learned a lot about the science behind opioids. I went into this not knowing a lot, but I like the teacher, I like the group that they're getting around, and it very much was a learning experience.
I got a lot of information and really just raised my awareness about the problems that our community has.
I really want to make the community a better place and one where everyone can be happy and safe.
This is a really great community experience, and the students take on a leadership role in changing things right here in their home community. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take you to one of our students' favorite snack spaces right here at the LISD Tech Center.
Go for a mouthful, go for the fun.
Oh, go for cake!
Cakes for everyone. Just one snack is what it takes, and it's go for cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. There's always room for more Gopher cakes. Empty the box, then reload. Eat those Gopher cakes till you explode.
Exercised lately?
Till you explode.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play or even what you wear. You just need to be there. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
Well, we call it the spot. It's the spot for students to go get a snack, maybe a burger or some nachos. Our marketing students run a concession stand right here at the Tech Center, and it's really popular. And they get creative on their menu, especially when it comes to the holidays. Here's what they did to celebrate St. Patrick's Day right here at the LISD.
I'm Mr. Ball. I am the Marketing Entrepreneurship Teacher here at the LISD Tech Center. Today we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day with all our festivities. We are offering baked potato, because those are Irish, right? And you get all the compliments added onto it. We have mint chocolate chip ice cream, shamrock cookies, and green puppy chow. Today we hid 6 pots of gold around the Tech Center. Students have found the pots of gold, were able to bring it to the spot and exchange that for a free drink. We worked with Culinary. Culinary prepared all the baked potatoes and the toppings. Culinary actually made our mint chocolate chip ice cream. Obviously, they made the cookies and the puppy chow. So we work hand in hand with them to get our menu prepared.
Well, you can really hear that cash register ringing, and what a great beginning business experience for these students. Well, the cooking doesn't stop at the spot. Our student chefs in our culinary arts program are always taking on a challenge, and their instructor, Jake Graff, put them head-to-head in a unique burger battle. Let's get in there and see what they're up to.
Hi, I'm Garrett Johnson, and I go to Adrian High School, and today we got the burger battle, where we have a bunch of teams that were already made for us, and we work together and make a burger that we think the judges will like.
Our team theme is like a sweet burger with like kind of like a little bit of oriental, and the name is the Sweet and Sassy. Our burger is actually going to be stuffed with baby Swiss, so it's going to have Swiss cheese inside the burger, and then it's going to have like sugary caramelized onions with candied bacon on the burger itself, and then it's going to have a Hawaiian sweet bun. On my crew, it's me, Noah Todd, Garrett Linden, and then Dre, and I think we work well together. I think it's a fairly good dynamic.
What can I put on it now? Put the lettuce in the bottom or no?
We mesh.
Hi, I'm Joshua Crutcher. I'm from the welding class, and I go to Adrian Public Schools, and I am a senior.
Hi, my name is Hunter Smith. I'm from the marketing class. I go to Addison Community Schools. I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Emma Freshcorn. I'm in the nursing prep class, and I'm from Madison Schools, and we are here judging some burgers.
No. Skewer it. Oh, God.
Hi.
Hello.
What do we have here today?
Our burger today is called the Sweet and Sassy Burger.
What is your burger made out of?
Pure Angus beef.
What kind of sauces do you have in it?
It's barbecue teriyaki.
Okay. What made you come up with this idea?
We were leaning more towards like an oriental dish, and we were planning on making like a deconstructed egg roll burger, but we decided against that, seeing as in the time constraints and how difficult it would be to make. We decided to go with something a little bit more simple.
The bacon's like, that's really nice. That's what puts it over the top for me. Like, is there a certain way?
For the bacon, we use maple syrup and brown sugar, and then we actually just put it in the oven and let it sit until it got all crispy, and we actually let it get like really dark around the edges before we pulled it out, so that it would get that like little bit of a crisp and that sugary taste.
Thank you.
So guys, what did we think about our burger judging here?
A lot of different ideas. You have to appreciate, like, everybody had their own personal thoughts.
I feel like that wasn't very creative. I definitely think the quesadilla burger was the best one.
Yeah, it was very unique.
Their burger was the one that was it all went together very well.
Had the sides on it.
Definitely the best presentation. Kind of the only people that did anything different with presentation. Quesadilla burger for the win.
I don't know, I kind of predicted it. I thought that ours was the best, to be honest. I was excited and I was really happy that, because we all came up with that idea and then ended up winning.
I mean, I'm disappointed that I scored slowly because I thought that I did a really good job, and I thought that my team, we did well together, and that we produced something that I thought was good. I mean, I know that the competition was stiff because there's a lot of good burgers out there. When I heard the results, I expected that my team would have been able to work well enough with me, and we would have been able to mesh, but I guess it wasn't good enough. It was strictly just burger. I feel like if we were actually able to make an entire entree, then I feel like that would kind of adds different components that can come together and make a good meal.
This project's been a lot of fun, and it's nice getting to work with a lot of the first years. What I got out of it was learning how to work with differing personalities so that we can kind of come together to make one meal.
Well, you win some and you lose some, and all of it adds up to a real-life experience. Nice job to all of the teams in that burger battle. Well, that's our show. If you see something amazing going on right here in Lenawee County, we want to know about it. Just email us at lisdtv@lisd.us. I'm your host, Kelly Heitbreeder. Make it a great day, Lenawee.